Hello, and welcome to a brief and basic demo of the library's Brainfuse Homework Help Now resource. To access this resource, you'll need to go to the library's website, peoriapubliclibrary.org, and go to the Research tab. When you hover over this tab, you could either go to the Students page, which gives you a list of the databases specifically relevant to students, or the All Databases page, which gives a list of all of our databases alphabetically. So we're looking for Brainfuse Homework Help Now. When you click on the title there, it'll open up a collapsible field that gives you information about the resource and a link to access it. At this point, since I'm not in the library, and neither are you, of course, being stuck at home as we all are, you would enter your library card number, and that'll take you to the homepage. As you can see here, the tutors, which is the big draw of Brainfuse Help Now, are available every day from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. They do occasionally break for holidays, and that is always noticed here at the top. You can see they'll be closed on Easter Sunday. So again, as I said, the big draw of Brainfuse Help Now is the live tutoring. You can actually chat online live with a tutor, one-on-one. And to do that, you would go to the live tutoring section, select your grade. Grades go from K to college, and the subjects do change depending on the grade level that you choose. For instance, when you choose a lower level grade, you have just a couple of subject areas. If you choose a higher one, they break things down a little more specifically. And this, of course, just helps make sure that you connect with a tutor who works with your age group and specializes in the subject area that you're needing help with. And then you would click here if you need help in Spanish. The tutor who speaks Spanish, and then you would click on Get Live Help, and that would bring you into a chat room with one of the Brainfuse tutors. Of course, we're not actually going to bother a tutor today, but it is an option from 2 to 11 every day, except for holidays. If, say that you need help outside of that window of time, you could send a question. To send a question, you do need to have an account, which you click sign up here and pretty much just make up a username and a password, and that'll get you going. So when you sign in, it'll bring you in to send a question. You select your grade level again, say 6th grade science. Enter your question. You can attach a document or image if necessary or appropriate, and you'll click submit a question. As you can see down here, you get your answer from a Brainfuse tutor, generally within a business day, in your message center. So you just need to sign back into Brainfuse in a day and go to My Message Center, which shows up over here when you're signed into your account. That's to send a question. Very similar setup is Writing Lab. The Writing Lab, this is if, say, you have writing assignments while you're outside of school. You can send in your paper draft to have someone review it with some comments, suggestions, things that you might change before you actually send it in for a grade, which is helpful, of course. So you would upload the paper, and click here and find where it's saved on your computer, get it attached to this submission, add any comments, maybe the prompts, or anything that you want the reviewer to know going into it, and then hit submit. And again, you check your message center generally within about a day. So those are some different ways you can actually interact directly or somewhat directly with Brainfuse staff, live tutoring, Writing Lab, send a question. But they have some things that are available all the time. Say Skill Surfer is one that's especially helpful, I think, particularly when we're outside school. And maybe you just want to review a certain subject that you're having some trouble with. One way to do that is, of course, just to browse to your grade level. Or middle school, we're having trouble with some writing. I'm going to writing. And it has practice tests, different concepts broken down into different documents. Say, let's just open up one so you can see a paragraph activity. A lot of these do have activities or practice examples type things that you actually interact with. So here's where we have a game and an example, and yeah, there you go. So that's just if you're browsing by your grade level. If you're having a specific issue, say that you're having trouble with fractions, you just can't get the hang of fractions, then you can search and you can find, the best grade level or subject area that, answers the questions that you're having. You just want to have some review. So you can do a search. You can browse by your grade level in the subject area. I also wanted to point out, it goes from elementary, middle school, high school, college, adult, some GED resources. I also wanted to point out especially Parent Corner. Say you're a parent listening to this demo on behalf of your children. You're probably having to do a lot more homeschool type help than you're used to. And they have some really helpful articles here and some videos also. You can take a look at. There's just some helpful links to some authoritative websites, resources, U.S. Department of Education resources. And those link, of course, outside of Brainfuse. And here's some other, they have just tips and things of using the Brainfuse tools. And that's in the Parent Corner in the Skills Surfer section. So far we've looked at live tutoring, where you can actually chat with a tutor online, writing help and send a question, where you can send off papers or specific questions you have any time of day and get a response from a Brainfuse tutor within a day. Skills Surfers, where they have a library of lessons on all grade levels and topics. And then say you're practicing for a standardized test, you might be interested in doing the LEAP learning platform. And that is where they have some ACT practice tests and all the different subjects, college readiness, GED, and SAT. So you would click on the one that you're interested in. It would prompt you to start the test. Once you're done, it would review your answers and kind of create a specialized plan, areas, things that you need to work on, and prompt you to work with a Brainfuse tutor to build your skills in those areas. That's using the LEAP learning platform. So, as you can see, we've covered quite a few of these things, but there are more. You can create flashcards. This is more for college prep. There are some different online collaboration if you other people who have Brainfuse, things like that. But there's a lot of resources in here. If you have any trouble accessing them, say that you're having any trouble within the resource, you're having trouble using your library card if it's expired, or just any questions at all, if you go to our website and the Contact Us page, you can send in questions. Of course, while the library's open, come on into a library, give us a call. We'd be happy to walk you through, but of course right now we're not available at the building. So you can send in a question via email. We are monitoring this. So that can help you if you're having, again, issue with, if you need a new library card, you can do that. So you can also go to use the library, get a library card, and fill out the little online form we have here to get you going just while the libraries are closed. But again, we're just trying to do whatever we can to help. So there's Brainfuse, one way that we're hoping that students can get some help while the schools are closed. And keep an eye out for some more demos. We'll have them coming. Thank you.